Hello, friends from Five Reasons. Welcome to our second hangout of this postseason. The Miami Heat facing the Atlanta Hawks in the second game of the first round of the Eastern Conference NBA playoffs. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Five Reasons YouTube channel. This hangout is brought to you by our friends on PrizePicks.com. Visit PrizePicks.com and use the promo code 5FIVE to get a 100% match on your deposit and also enjoy these things.
We tell you all the time about Prize Picks, the official app of the Five Reasons Sports Network for fantasy. Why do we use Prize Picks? Why do we recommend Prize Picks? Because it's the most fun. It's really that simple, and it's the easiest to use. Here's what you do at Prize Picks, okay? You can play NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, MMA, golf, gaming. They do everything there. And you can pair players from different sports. So it's just up and down props, but they got a ton of them on every sport, on every team that you can imagine. And you can decide how much you want to risk. So it's not just about the money, but also, do you want to go flex play and sort of hold a little back? Okay. Or do you want to go power play and go all in? You can play 2, 3, 4, 5 players together. They offer free props all the time. That gives you like a free box that makes it easier for you. Check out prizepicks.com. But before you do, write this code down. It's FIVE for 5, FIVE. If you use that code, they will match your initial deposit up to $100. You put down $100, they're giving you $100 in free money. And you don't have to use it all at once. You could play 20 at first, 15 at first, or if you just want to put down 20 at the start and they match your 20, you can do that too. So use the code 5, FIVE. Also check out Prize Picks on 5, which is the show that we do on Prize Picks before just about every NBA slate. PrizePicks.com. Use the code FIVE.
All right, thank you. Welcome back to all of you that are just joining us here. Hussam Patel is going to be joining us here as well in a little bit. Oh, he's here, right here. As soon as the game's starting. And
Let's go,
here
baby.
we go. How are you, man? Welcome.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I apologize for the lighting. I'm in my hotel room here in Atlanta. I was thinking about going to the Irish pub next door and wearing my Miami Vice hoodie, but I don't know if I want to get jumped today.
It's Tuesday, so I don't know. You have to think about it.
Yeah, I didn't want to get jumped because I think the Heat are going to win this game today.
Hopefully. So
100%.
the game's just started. Let me know. Has it started in your TV so we know?
Yeah, it started on my TV. It's tied 3-3.
Okay, here we go. I just watched the first basket for the Miami Heat. That three from Jimmy Butler. That's been weird. He did the same yesterday, right?
They're already calling fouls on the Heat. All of them against Trae Young as well.
Yeah, you know. Well, you're gonna be ahead, so you can go and take the lead on this particular game because you're gonna be watching the games. The plays go first.
Now look, Alejandro. I know this is a primarily Miami sports, but like a lot of Heat stuff goes on this network, and I'm not as proficient.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not as proficient in Heat basketball or anything like that. Dolphins is my kind of thing, but I'm a born and bred Heat fan. I know Heat basketball. I grew up with Heat basketball. This is my team. But one thing which really threw me off, Iron Eagles said pregame that the first game that the Heat actually looked like a legitimate number 1 seed. Now, just saying that makes me realize, when were they not looking like a legitimate 1 seed? Well, they in reality, most of the time they had the number 1 seed locked up in the season. Like, they were one of the more better performing, consistent performers in the NBA from the regular season to now.
I don't know. They just come out with this stupid comment. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know where they come with this.
I don't know where they come up with this either. Like, it just makes no sense to me. And if you guys are watching right now, make sure you guys comment, subscribe. Make sure you give us thumbs up and like so that other Heat fans can also see, and maybe even Hawks fan. We want to see them cry.
we had a couple of
see them cry, and the Heat are playing really good defense so far. And Gallinari just had a wide open three, just absolutely missed it. He just missed it.
And that happened a lot in the first game. Not only the good Miami Heat
Jimmy
defense,
is driving up into the paint, misses the shot as well. There's a mid range 2-pointer as well. Could have had that easy one. And John Collins just missed an easy alley oop layup. Like you can
Good.
literally see their mentals are affected, and Struess is loose with the three, baby. The Heat are doing pretty well so far. They're up 8-3 right now. I do think Atlanta. It's still in their head for that first game. And quarterback one, Kyle Lowry, just lobbed a beautiful pass to Jimmy Butler to go up 10-3.
There it is. So it's 10 to
And
3 in a
Atlanta
couple of
calls it
minutes. So
timeout.
so a much better start for the Heat this time because
Yeah,
last
much better
game,
start for the Heat this time.
yeah, the last game they started pretty well on defense, but then it was just the shots were not falling. Not this time, so they're winning 10 to 3 and some of the people here are already getting to our broadcast. Thank you very much. For next game, I think what we're going to do, we're just going to continue with the pregame show crew there. We had a lot of people there, and then we started this different
Yeah,
broadcast.
I mean, we could have done the same one, but
Yeah,
look,
yeah. For the
look
next
at
one,
this chicken
there
wings,
you
man.
go. Enjoy your wings.
Oh man, it's honey barbecue, man. Real good.
Those look awesome.
If
So
you are in Atlanta by any chance, go check out Pizza Wally. Really good wings, really good pizza as well. Let's go ahead. Let's take a bite of this. It's break right now. You guys, want to get some pizza, some wings, some beers, whatever. Settle in. Get nice and cozy, and try to eat something nice. Maybe you want to fill yourself up, but go ahead and do it, man. It's Miami Heat basketball. You got to relax and
and
enjoy.
enjoy. That's right. That's right. So yes, for the next one, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna continue in the same stream. That way, all the people that are watching the pregame show they can stay there with us, and that way we don't lose as many people as we did. I mean, we had a up to 150 at some point during the pregame show. We had almost 200 people live, so that's good. That's good. All right, so Miami Heat won the first game, 115-91. I mean, since Husan is eating right there, I'm gonna hit you with some stats. It was Duncan Robinson who led that game for the Miami Heat with a great performance. Tonight we'll see what happens, who takes that role. In the first couple of minutes, it's been Jimmy Butler with 5 points, 3 points for Max Strus, and a couple for Bam Adebayo. 2 rebounds for PJ Tucker. He hasn't scored yet. Kyle Lowry, 1 rebound and 1 assist, the one that Hussam was talking about before he started eating those great wings that he's having right now. So thank you to all of you that are joining us for this hangout, for the second game of this series. We're going to be doing this all throughout the playoffs. The idea is to hang out, hopefully, up to the finals and enjoy each one of the Miami Heat games. Hussam, what was your prediction for this series before they started?
Well, before I answer something about basketball, Dono is in the chat. I see, what type of sauce is on your wings? Dono, it's honey barbecue. That's what it is. It's honey barbecue sauce. Now, I was thinking, I know tomorrow you're doing a show. Maybe crash that show. Maybe still have some more of those wings. Just start eating and munching on it as well. But I don't know that. Like, I think I might finish these in one sitting.
Yes, I don't think they're gonna last a quarter. So,
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna last a quarter.
no.
But
All right, so Ronald Fonte, thank you for your comment. He'd have to come out strong, gas pedal to the floor from the jump. Our friend Alex Dono, thank you. He said, "Whoa, the stream I'm watching is so far behind you guys. Look at that. I thought I was behind." So Dono's feeling that he's way behind us. And then the comment about the wings there. Who else is commenting here? Dono again. Solid sauce choice. What's your favorite sauce choice?
so
Dono, tell us, let us know.
me being Pakistani, I like spicy. I like hot stuff, but I also have pizza. Now, have you guys heard of tandoori chicken?
No.
So tandoori chicken is basically like an Indian specialty, right? Like it's a type of marination.
Okay.
Pizza right here. It's like basically spicy chicken on
Got
pizza.
it.
That's what it is.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
having that with wings. So I've had a lot of spices recently, so I wanted something
You
like
want to be careful too.
yeah, something cool. So I said, you know what? Let me go to honey barbecue. But usually, when I make my wings, I make spicy mango wings. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spicy mango?
Yeah, spicy mango. So hear me
Ooh.
out. It's like mango. It's like a mango chili sauce. That's what it is.
Yeah. Hey, but
You marinate it.
it sounds good. So we'll have to try some of that. Let us know next time so we can join us. We join you with those wings. All right, the Heat started again. It's 8:20 something to go. Hassan will probably already know what happened with this possession, but well, what I'm watching is Bam Adebayo getting fouled and not called
Uh-huh.
there, and then the Atlanta Hawks coming on a fast break and Trey Young scoring his first points of the game. Right?
And Trey Young just tripped Kyle Lowry.
Ooh, we'll see what happens. Lowry's complaining.
They're getting trippy.
And let's see what happens. Trey Young is not happy. Well, he hasn't been happy the entire series anyway. And
Strus
he was
tried
called for a
to,
foul. So he was called for a foul there.
yeah, Strus just tried to make a long three. It was off platform 1 foot as well. He didn't make it. And Strus just gets fouled by John Collins. Well, he had a great defensive possession right there. Really held his he held his base. He held his body as well. Just he got caught on the arm of it. I think this is going to be a routinely thing where you see the Heat playing a lot of aggressive defense, kind of similar to what you saw with Philadelphia and Toronto, but not as egregious to where the Heat are going to start selling.
Right. And
But
now,
the Hawks are just gonna get a lot of these foul calls because they're not used to this type of physical play. Remember, it's the playoffs. This is Miami Heat basketball. It's going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough for you to play against this team.
all right. So Collins with a couple of free throws in the first game. Most of their points in the first half came through that department, right? In the free throws, a lot of fouls called on the Miami Heat. And some of the Atlanta players were complaining about the refs not calling even more fouls there.
I believe a travel might have just happened.
Let me see. PG Tucker missed the three. Trey Young has the ball. And yes, he traveled. Bam celebrates. Fist pumps.
You're going to see this next play right here by quarterback one, Kyle Lowry. You're going to love what he does
let's
right
see.
now.
Kyle Lowry has it. To Strus. Back to Lowry. And he shoots a long three. And it's good.
You're going to see another three happen as well. Yeah, I believe Hunter just nailed a 3-point shot right now. I don't know his first name. I told you, I'm not as experienced in the NBA compared to the NFL in player
That's fine.
name.
It doesn't matter. Just 3 points for the Hawks.
Yeah, Miami is leading right now, 13-9. Adebayo is coming up the court midfield, passes it over to Lowry. Lowry lobs it up to Jimmy Butler. Butler's in deep paint. Passes the ball, but it's tipped, and Miami gets the ball again at the baseline.
Let's see how many turnovers already for the Heat. See a couple.
I gotta think they have at least 4.
Let me see. Well, this is not updated. Let me see. Let me refresh here. It's 13-9.
And it's a fantastic alley-oop from Strus to Bam. Miami leads 15-9. So, Alejandro, considering the way that the Hawks have played, in the playoffs these last couple seasons, one thing I know about just, knowing about Nate McMillan, he's not a very X's and O's kind of guy. And you hear it on 5 on the Floor a lot with Ethan, Brady, and Greg and the others as well. And also the stream with Norris Cohen. Some of the comments alluded to it as well. When people are talking about good teams, they primarily talk about elite offensive teams, and those offensive teams have elite offensive weapons. Maybe one player or two player, like a Kevin Durant, like a Kyrie Irving as well, like a Jason Tatum. Miami doesn't necessarily have that. They have a group of guys, a collective bunch, who's they are greater. They are greater than the sum of their parts. I guess that's what you want to say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they are.
So
And one thing about the Atlanta Hawks is They got Trae Young. You lock up Trae Young. Who do you have?
Yeah, we'll have to be Collins or Gallinari, I guess.
Exactly.
So a couple of turnovers in a row for the Miami Heat, and the Hawks are getting close again, 15-13. Uh, so many turnovers. Let me see. This hasn't updated, but it's been like 5 or 6, I think. I don't know about you guys. Let's check some of the comments here. Hello, guys. You think this will be a replica of Game 1? I don't think so. We'll see. Alex says he likes lemon pepper. If you had pineapple on that pizza, I would have left immediately.
I love pineapple on pizza.
Me too. I like it too. Trey Young will not score again. Well, he did already, so too bad. Too bad.
It's Alex being the mush all over again, man. I swear to God.
All right, open three for Kyle Lowry, and that barely goes out. So it's 15-15, a little bit less
Miami
than 5
is
minutes.
still tied right now. Bam just lost the ball, making it another Miami Heat turnover.
Yeah, too many.
A lot of turnovers this first half.
Well, it looks a little bit like the first game in that regard, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one they just missed shots. This one is just it's been like
turnovers.
Well, this one was like a steal, but they've been turning the ball over a lot. Ooh, a foul on Tyler. PJ Tucker pretty mad.
Do you feel like Trae Young foul
going to
baits?
the line. Do I feel like what?
Trae Young foul baits.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I feel like yes.
Dwayne Dedman just checks into the game. And PJ Tucker moves into the 4 role, which Jimmy Butler was playing on. Now the lineup right. Oh, look at Strus with this steal. Takes it up. Great, fantastic layup. And it's an and one opportunity.
Ooh.
Let's go, baby.
I'm still waiting for the inbound. And here it comes. Well, that was a stupid foul. Who was it? Bogdanovich?
Yep, Bogdanovich.
Yeah, that was a dumb foul. Strus was going to get those 2 points anyway.
Yeah. Miami's up now 18-15. They lead by 3 points. Only 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, not a very smart play there. But good for the Miami Heat. I mean, at least their defense is.
And Trae Young just ties it up with the 3.
There he is. So he's definitely having a better game than Game 1. That's for sure.
So right now, Atlanta's 3 for 9 on 3-point tries. Miami is 3 for 6.
I think they were like 2 for 20 or something along those lines in the first game.
Yeah, they were 2 for 20.
So
Trae Young was 1 for 12.
They're already better in that stat. Oh, Denman misses that pick and roll play with.
And then Tyler Hero got the ball back. Tried to squeeze in a floater, but it didn't work either.
Oh man, that was ugly too. So this
it's been an ugly.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a playoff game right now.
Yeah,
it's been ugly on both sides. Let me see. This thing says, it says 3 turnovers for Atlanta, and I think it's more, and 4 for Miami, but I think it's
feels
way
like
more.
Much more though.
Yeah, it feels like 6 and 6. All right, I see Tyler Hero now shooting the ball, and he misses again.
Oh.
What happened?
Dwayne Dedman just pulled on Trae Young, and foul gets called on him, so Young is going to go straight to the line. He tried reaching in for the ball, but Young went straight into his arm, making him look like Dedman was pulling on Young.
All right, so it's a foul for Trae Young. He's going to go to the line, like Sam said, and he already has 7 points. So he's getting close to that same amount of points that he had in the entire game. In the Game 1, we knew it was going to be hard to just keep him out of.
Yeah, it was going to be hard overall. He's already matched up his point totals. PJ Tucker is subbed out for Jimmy Butler now, and you got to think maybe Jimmy will start to hone in more on Trae Young, because it seems like the opportunities for Trae Young that's going to come into this game is him trying to rack up those fouls. So that's the only thing working in the Hawks' favor as of late. So, Alejandro, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't have a favorite, I wouldn't say, but I like talking about pineapple. I like Hawaiian. I like
Mm.
with mushrooms. I like uh, veggie pizza. I like meat pizza. I like different. I don't have a favorite one, but just have a couple ones that I can have. Not
Now,
a
if you guys are watching, also drop what kind of favorite
another
pizza you have.
foul. Oh my god,
Another foul. Another foul.
and another foul on
Whatever kind of
Struz.
pizza
So
y'all like,
they're gonna
go
have to
ahead, put it
kick him
into the
out.
chat as well. I see Donald. He goes, I forgot to bet on this game, but maybe that's a good thing. What was Alejandro? If you do know, what was the
I
line?
didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Let's go ahead and check it out.
Let me check first. Alex, who were you going to bet on? That's a question for our friend Dono. And here, how we down? Well, we're
We're up by
down.
one. Oh no, we're down by one.
We are missing a lot of shots. We are fouling a lot too, and turning the ball over. That's how they're down by one. Right now, it's Trey Young with 8 points, five for Hunter, three for Collins, and three for Horder. On the Heat, six for Struz, three for Lowry, but Struz just fouled for the second time, so he might go out, and Duncan is probably coming in after the timeout. Four for Adebayo, five for Jimmy Butler. No points for PJ Tucker in the first 8 minutes, 40 seconds that he played. No points for Hero or Deadman coming off the bench in the first couple of minutes. So we need some spark from the bench as well. We need um, Robinson to come in and hopefully hit some threes like he did in the first game, right? Okay, let me see. James, he's asking here, where is the Fire Reasons chat at tonight? Well, you can. I mean, are you subscribed to Off the Floor? They have it. They have a private chat there. If not, you can join us here in the Hangout. If not, you can go to Twitter. We're gonna be also broadcasting the Pace and Spaces halftime show that they do on Twitter. We're gonna broadcast it here. We're gonna take a break, pee break, and get your beer break, and then we're gonna be back here for the second half as well. That's the plan. We'll see if we can finish it off. And but I don't know which chat are you talking about, James. So let me know here in the comments, and
I
then we
think he's
can
talking
discuss
about
it.
this chat because this chat
Oh yeah,
usually,
because last time we had more people.
yeah.
We'll see. That's I learned my lesson. I should have done it for this game. For the next game, we're gonna stay on the pregame
So
show link,
with the
and
way
that
Atlanta is finally scoring now, do you think the Hawks team just needed more rest to be a little bit more competitive?
you know what? I don't think so. They just, I mean, they missed open shots and they just didn't play good basketball. I don't think they were tired. They just didn't. The Heat played well too. So credit to the Heat there. And look at this beginning of the game. It's just about the same as it was in the last game. I mean, the first. Let me check real quick, but I'm pretty sure the first quarter was pretty even at some point too.
Now, apparently, Ethan, well, Ethan and Brady are at the game right now, and Ethan just said there's a guy behind him, and every time Trey shoots from 30 feet, a guy's yelling out, "Good shot, great shot, keep shooting that shit." Keep missing those shots, man. Just Trey, keep missing those shots. Keep missing those shots.
Yeah, so the first quarter for the first game finished 23-17, so it wasn't a big difference there. The real difference came out in the second quarter, 36 points to 23, and that's where the game got away from the Hawks. So no, I don't think it's making a difference. A couple of days more rest, it's basketball. They just didn't play very well. The Miami Heat play better. That's my opinion. And yes, both Ethan and Brady are there at the game tonight. So, and they were in game two as well. I think I don't know if Alex went tonight as well. He did for the first game. I don't know if he did it tonight too. All right, Trey Young on the free throw line again. This time he makes both of them. So he's leading the game with 10 points already.
Hero with the baseline floater gets a 2-pointer up. Miami is down by 121 to 20.
There it is. So first basket for Tyler Hero tonight. It looked like a lob for Deadman, and then it just went in.
James in the chat goes, "Do you think the playoffs are better without LeBron? I think the coverage is better without LeBron in the playoffs."
You know what? To be honest, I haven't seen the TNT coverage or any. I mean, I watched Sports Center last night, but it was mostly about Celtics and
And Nets and Sixers,
yeah. So
Harden.
yeah, I think if the Lakers made it, it would have been all about the Lakers
Oh man,
until they were
Jimmy
out.
just gets fouled at the line in the paint. Jimmy's going to go to the line for 2 shots, and I do think he'll make those 2 shots, leaving the Miami Heat to be up 22-21. Now I got to ask you, crust? Do you like eating the crust? Do you leave the crust? What?
I eat it.
Oh, you
Well,
eat
it
it.
depends. It depends because I like the thing is I like thin pizza. I don't like the very thick one.
Uh huh.
But if I'm eating a thick one, it depends. Some crusts are really good. Some are just flavorless. So if it doesn't taste like anything,
Like Domino's. If you've had Domino's pizza, their crust is nice.
we're trashing Domino's. So Papa John's, if you want to sponsor us, please give us a shot.
Yeah, Papa John's, baby. Papa John's is good too. No,
Or whatever, Pizza Hut or any of
I
the other
like
pizzas.
dunking. I like dunking their. I like dunking their crust in the garlic sauce. And you see Depot coming off the bench, just trying to
Ooh.
talk to the ref. Not coming off the bench, but
Oh, I thought he was coming in. I thought he was
you
gonna
see him
come and
chirping
play.
at the ref a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like you guys, basically, they're giving the Hawks all the calls, but not to the Heat. Like this was like one of the few calls that the Heat finally got.
Right. So they're
Oof,
down
man.
by one with less than 2 minutes to go. What happened then? Oh, look at
Guys
Trey
up
Young on
on
Duncan Robinson double team now and passes the ball to the corner. Herner hits a three. No, hits the backside of the
Whoa, Gabe
backboard.
Vincent just got fouled at the 3 line.
Ooh, so
Jimmy was
that's
driving up to the paint, passed the ball off the corner straight up to Gabe Vincent. Vincent shot it, but I believe he might have been swept under to the feet. He didn't
ooh.
make that 3-point shot. So I do think it's going to be a 3-point,
Yeah, I
3-point
think
free throw for Gabe.
yeah, I think he got hit on the chest or
Yep.
something. Let me see.
Yep.
Hunter. That's a dumb foul too. So the first one by Bogdanovich and now this one from Hunter. Those are just not playoff plays. You don't foul a guy in the 3 point line.
No, you definitely do not.
Oh, Vincent missing free throws. The Heat did the same in the first game. They missed like 5 free throws.
It's early. Remember, they got to get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
The Heat have to get into a good rhythm as well. And Miami is up 24-21. Now, I haven't had wings a lot recently, just because like I've been trying to diet, but like ever since this Atlanta trip, I've really pigged out a lot. I've eaten a lot of stuff. So I
Atlanta's
had
good, man. They have good food there.
I had
Ooh, I thought Trey was gonna get
ooh,
another foul.
what a pass from Hero to Butler, right behind, right through the legs, and Butler caught it into the paint with an easy layup for him. Miami leads 26-21 with 46 seconds left on the clock. Miami has been on 8-0 run the last 2 minutes.
There it is.
And Trey Young has been trying to hit those threes, but he's missing them easily. And look at that. Young straight up. Oh, my goodness. If you watch this play, he was looking to foul Hero on this. He was looking to get some type of foul. So what happened was that Trey turned back. He hit into his stance. Hero tried to spin out of the way.
Oh, he got the call. I don't know.
And he got the call. And
I think he gets that call because he's Trey Young. That's the only reason.
Foul baiting, my guy. Foul baiting. Oh, Vincent just tried to steal the ball from his hands. Young again is trying to hit those 30-foot threes. Hero tried to rebound it, but it went out of bounds. And the Hawks get another chance again.
Oh, hit
Spoelstra
the
doesn't look too happy either.
top of the backboard and then it hit Hero's hand.
Another foul on Duncan Robinson. Are you serious? He tried to tip the ball, and I believe it was to Collins or Hunter. I believe his hand might have tipped. It was Hunter. I think the
Oh,
hand tipped the hand as well. He was making a play on the ball, and he got
yeah.
called for a foul on it. Man.
I don't know. I'm watching it live right now.
These calls are a bit egregious,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
maybe if his right hand was holding Hunter, maybe because the left hand was ball for sure.
If you're looking through all these screens that's coming up that Atlanta's trying to put in, Gabe Vincent is going through them. Like he's developed so well as a good two-way player on offense and defense. And this is the reason why he's playing meaningful playoff minutes. Even in the first round. Like they're going deep into the bench rotation right now. And he's guarding Trey Young like his life depends on it. That's why Trey Young hasn't scored as much before. So James asked, "What is my favorite candy bar?" So Alejandro, I'll let you answer this question first.
That's a hard question. Candy bar. I'm not a sweets guy. I don't know.
What?
Maybe ice
Oh
cream.
man, he will try to block the alley, but Collins got
The
it
rest
in.
are definitely trying to give Atlanta something, says our friend Gene Rosario.
Yeah, 100% they are, man. You think the refs bet on the game?
All right, so first quarter is over. The end of the first quarter, the Miami Heat up by 1 point. It should have been a little bit more, but it is what it is. And let's check who are our leading scorers so far for the first quarter. It's Jimmy Butler for the Miami Heat with 9 points. 6 for Max Strus, 4 for Bam Adebayo, 3 for Kyle Lowry, 2 for Tyler Hero, and 2 for Gabe Vincent. And for the Hawks, let me check real fast here. It's Trey Young with 10 points. Let me see how many of those coming from the free throw line. So he made 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, and he's 3 for 8 from the field goal.
Uh-huh.
Hunter has 9 points as well. Herder and Collins with 3 points each, and no points coming from Atlanta's bench. Both benches were not very good. Just 2 points from Hero and 2 for Vincent coming from the bench. No points for Dwayne Dedman or Duncan Robinson. Robinson played almost 3 minutes. Dedman played a little bit more than 4 minutes. He got 2 rebounds. Duncan also had 2 rebounds. So a pretty even first quarter. Not very beautiful. It didn't look like playoff basketball at all. A lot of turnovers, a lot of bad calls. Not a pretty
Yeah.
uh, game in the first
Yeah.
quarter for sure. All right, let me
So
see this
Alejandro,
coming.
I'm
Heat
gonna
sweep
I'm gonna
ahead.
hop off. I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
I'll be in the Paces and Spaces halftime show, and I'll be back here in the chat for the third quarter. I gotta grab some drinks and some
All
sweets,
right.
and
All
I'll be
right.
back soon.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Sam's gonna go get his beer if you like beer and you're here
I
in the
can't drink
Miami Heat
beer. I'm
area.
Muslim.
Well, it's fine for other people. For other
Yes.
people,
Go
you can.
grab some beers, man. Seriously. Go grab some beer. If you are in Miami, you need to check out Biscayne Brewing IPAs as well. What are the sponsors here for at the Five Reasons Sports Network, and especially for the Miami Heat? If you guys see it, go get Biscayne Brew craft beers. You got Truckle Bay IPA, Regatta. You got Marlins Lager as well. If you guys have time and you are nearby, go and get it. Go and get it. ASAP.
There you go. Before the second quarter starts.
Yeah, before the second quarter starts, if you can. Maybe even by halftime. But I will see you guys after halftime.
All right. Thank you, Sam. That's fun. That was funny. Teammate also said he wanted to join. Let's see if he can come later tonight. But before that, let's talk a little bit about prize picks. Here we go.
We tell you all the time about PrizePicks, the official app of the 5 Reasons Sports Network for fantasy. Why do we use PrizePicks? Why do we recommend PrizePicks? Because it's the most fun. It's really that simple, and it's the easiest to use. Here's what you do at PrizePicks, okay? You can play NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, MMA, golf, gaming. They do everything there. And you can pair players from different sports. So it's just up and down props, but they got a ton of them on every sport, on every team that you can imagine. And you can decide how much you want to risk. So it's not just about the money, but also, do you want to go flex play and sort of hold a little back? Okay. Or do you want to go power play and go all in? You can play 2, 3, 4, 5 players together. They offer free props all the time. That gives you like a free box that makes it easier for you. Check out prizepicks.com. But before you do, write this code down. It's FIVE for 5, FIVE. If you use that code, they will match your initial deposit up to $100. You put down $100, they're giving you $100 in free money. And you don't have to use it all at once. You could play 20 at first, 15 at first, or if you just want to put down 20 at the start and they match your 20, you can do that too. So use the code 5, FIVE. Also check out PrizePicks on 5, which is the show that we do on PrizePicks before just about every NBA slate. PrizePicks.com. Use the code FIVE.
All right, here we go. The beginning of the second quarter is 30-28 for the Miami Heat. Gene Rosario says, the person who doesn't drink beer promoting beer. Priceless. Yes, I mean, that's what it is. Some people can't drink it, but they can promote it. All right, so Tyler Hero with his second basket of the game. Now I'm gonna be calling a little bit of what's going on in my stream, at least. The Hawks are getting called. Was it Hunter? No. Collins? No, somebody got called here on a foul, and it's Miami Heat ball right now. 5 on the floor are Gabe Vincent, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Dwayne Dedman, and Jimmy Butler. Those are the 5 on the floor right now for the Miami Heat, who are winning 30-28 with a little bit more than 10 minutes to go in the first half. It will be Miami Heat ball again. No. It was an air ball from Tyler Hero. I think, let me check real fast. I think Duncan Robinson has not tried any field goals yet. Let me check real fast before I say that a little bit louder. Yes, no field goals attempt for Duncan Robinson, who's now guarding Hunter in a one-on-one. He gets some help from Jimmy Butler, but still 2 points for Hunter. Tyler Hero now on the ball. Dedman goes for 3. He misses the shot, so it's 30-30. That was a weird shot by Dwayne Dedman. Definitely not the first option for the Heat on the offensive side. A 3-pointer from Dwayne Dedman. So it's 30-30, 9:45 to go here on the second quarter. A 3 from the corner, and it's Bogdanovic hitting a corner 3. Atlanta Hawks are up by 3 points right now. Jimmy Butler with the ball. And Tyler Hero steps on the line. No, it's a foul call on Wright. And it's going to be assigned. It's Tyler Hero with the inbounds. Oh, and almost another steal for the Hawks. Jimmy Butler now on the ball. Trying to get help from Dedman. Vincent in the corner, nothing. Butler from 3. And another 3 for Jimmy Butler. I think that's his second 3 of the night for Jimmy Butler. So it's tied now at 33 points. The Hawks miss an open 3. And here's Tyler Hero with the fast break. He stops now, waits, and Dwayne Dedman just ran over Hunter. I think he didn't see him. And it's an offensive foul on the Heat. Too bad, man, because I think Deadman just did not see Hunter in his path to the rim. So it's Bam Adebayo in right now. Hero, Adebayo, Vincent, Duncan Robinson, and Jimmy Butler. That's a 5 on the floor right now for the Heat. 8:55 to go in the second quarter. And another foul call. This one, I think it was on Duncan Robinson. So it's going to be a sidebound for the Hawks here in a second. All right, let me check here. Do we have any new comments? Click 2am says, in Miami moves on to the series versus the Sixers, you guys will want to kill yourself with the amount of free throws Embiid will get. Yes, Embiid and Harden together. Oh my God. Well, that's going to be the next round. First, we have to beat the Hawks here and then prepare mentally for that challenge. I mean, what we saw in the game against the Raptors was just not fun basketball. But they still won. They're up 2-0 in their series. And they'll probably win it. Now they're going to Toronto. I don't think they're going to sweep it, but it looks like the better team of those two. All right, another turnover by the Heat. Another steal for the Hawks. And a fast break. And a dunk. So it's 35-33. It hasn't been a good offensive game for the Heat at all. It's not working. And now what happened? Another foul call. And the ball gets stuck on top of the board. In the fast break. And Kyle Lowry's coming in. Duncan Robinson is going out. I think he didn't even try. He didn't have one field goal. So not good for the Heat. Not many points from the bench tonight. Bam Adebayo on the ball. Trying to get Vincent open. The ball back to Kyle Lowry. Drives to his left. And gets a foul from Hunter. So it's... And then Kyle Lowry tried to play it out to get free throws. But I don't think he's going to get it. It's going to be a sidebound. And it's Jimmy Butler on the ball. The 5 on the floor now. Jimmy Butler, Vincent, Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Kyle Lowry. Bam on the ball. Vincent open. Shoots a 3. And it's good. 3-pointer for Gabe Vincent. The Heat is up by 1 point. With 7:53 to go here in the second quarter. Almost a steal by the Heat. And the ball just falls into Trae Young's hands. And it's an easy 2-pointer for Young. Who already has more points than what he scored in the first game. I think he's in 12 right now. And then Jimmy Butler gets fouled. Team foul number 4 for the Hawks. Let me check real fast here. So it's 13 points for... No, 12 points for Trae Young there. All right. Hero with the ball. Back to Butler. Attacks the rim. A tough 2. Rebound for Bam Adebayo. Back to Vincent, who shoots a corner 3. And that's good. So good minutes by Gabe Vincent. A couple of threes that give the Miami Heat the lead. The 2-point lead. It's 39-37 for the Heat. The ball in. Kyle Lowry, good defense, but then again the ball falls into Trae Young's hands, and it's an easy 2. So 2 straight baskets for Trae Young. And now it's 39-39 for... And it's a missed shot by Jimmy Butler. The Hawks have the ball now. It's Trae Young coming back to it. 6:40 to go in the second quarter. 39-39, a very even game. A lot of turnovers, a lot of fouls. Not a very clean game of basketball. Another steal by the Heat. This time Bam Adebayo and Kyle Lowry. Jimmy Butler has the ball. He stops. Ooh, Kyle Lowry seems to just fall. Something happened there. Jimmy drives, gets back, and that's a 2 for Jimmy Butler. It's Miami Heat 41, Atlanta Hawks 39, and something happened between Kyle Lowry and Hunter. They are getting into each other's faces. The crowd gets into it, and they're going at it again. Trae Young's in the middle of the two. Now this time he's playing the cool guy now. Talking to Kyle Lowry, who's barking back at the Hawks bench. It's getting heated here in the second game of the series. It's a timeout. Double technical foul. It's 1 on Hunter, 1 on Lowry. So it's a technical foul for both. And we'll see what happens then. It's getting heated now. All right, let me see here. We need Caleb to match the Hawks' energy. And I don't feel like it's been all about energy. I think the Miami Heat are just missing easy passes and easy baskets at some points. And then, I mean, Young has been a little bit lucky in this game. A couple of balls here in the last couple of seconds just falling into his hands for easy shots. So Young is at 14 already. Hunter has 11. They are leading the Hawks, who are down by 2 points with 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the second quarter. For the Heat is Jimmy Butler with 14 points, 1 rebound. He's 5 for 10 for the in field goals, so 50% then, and 2 for 3 from 3 for Jimmy Butler in this game. He's made his 2 free throws so far, so he's leading the team with 14 points. Gabe Vincent is the second best scorer for the Heat so far with 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 threes in 2 attempts. So he's made his 2 3-point attempts so far. The third best scorers for the Heat are Max Strus and Tyler Hero, both with 6 points. Max Strus with 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal. Hero with 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 1 block. Hero is 3 for 5 from the field. Strus is 2 for 4. And Hero has not attempted a 3-pointer tonight. Strus is 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. So 6 minutes to go, 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go, and let's see what happens. More comments here. Black Mamba, what's your thoughts on the game so far? It hasn't been very pretty for either side. I think both sides have been not in their best performance so far, and it's close because of that and because of some calls, I think, from the referees. Some turnovers for the Heat and some calls from the referees that are helping a little bit. The Heat about to go off on them. Well, hopefully that's the case. Our friend James. So back to the action. Teams are getting back to it. Hunter is back in. Collins is in. Trae Young is in. There's Kyle Lowry waiting for Hunter to say something to him. Let me see. Nothing happened there. Kyle Lowry is a veteran. He knows how to handle the situation. Actually, Hunter is going back to the bench. He's not going to start after this timeout. He's not going to be on the floor. So the 5 on the floor for the Heat right now: Vincent Adebayo, PJ Tucker, Tyler Hero, and Kyle Lowry. Those were the 5 on the floor. And it's Hawks ball right now. Here we go. Remember, it was a double technical foul for Kyle Lowry and for Hunter. The Hawks have the ball. Gallinari, it's Herder now. Oh, Herder is open for a 3, and he makes it. Another lucky play for the Atlanta Hawks after Tyler Hero almost steals that ball. So it's Hawks up by 1 point at this moment. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Bam Adebayo gets a screen. Back and forth. Pick and roll. Bam Adebayo attacks the rim. And it's a foul. Almost an and 1, but not. 2 points for Bam Adebayo. So he's going to go to the line. Miami Heat losing 42-41 in the second game. of the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, the NBA playoffs, Eastern Conference first round. Bam Adebayo on the line. And there's the first one. The Heat much better in this second game from the free throw line, comparing it to what they did in the first game. And Bam misses the second one. So it's 42-42. Trae Young with the ball. 10 seconds to go. He's hitting against Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's up to him right now. He distanced himself a little bit, and it's 2 points for Trae Young. Definitely having a better game in this game 2 of the series than the one he had. And this is one of the first shots that I see him creating himself some space. So here we go. Gabe Vincent, he gets the ball stolen from his hands, and it's a fast break. Herder, and it's a block by Bam Adebayo. Too bad. The ball just fell on Hawks player's hands. Who was that? Number 0. And that's another lucky shot there. For the Hawks, who are up by 4 points. Tyler Hero attacks the rim, and he gets a floater. 2 points for Tyler Hero. We need this version of Hero. Aggressive Hero. He hasn't had the best of the series. And another put back in by number 0. Let me see who these guys is. He just scored a couple of times in a row. Delon Wright, who had 5 points in game 1. And there's a foul on Kyle Lowry. He makes the first free throw. So Delon Wright with the last 4 points for the Hawks. Wright already with 7 points. He had 5 in the first one. Trae Young with 16. He's leading the team right now. And believe it or not, this is the little details that sometimes box scores can tell you if you're watching the game. The Hawks got the lead when Trae Young was in the bench, so he's actually a -1 right now. Well, now he scored 2, so he's a +1, but you get what I'm saying. So it's a 50-46 game right now. Bam with the ball, back to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero back to Kyle Lowry, back to Hero. He shoots a 3, misses. And I think this is the worst minutes that we're seeing from this Miami Heat team so far this postseason. They're down by 4. Trae Young with the ball. He kicks it to the corner. Gallinari misses, and there's a foul down. Collins gets hit. And foul on Bam Adebayo, his second of the game. Jimmy Butler is back in the game. Goes in for Gabe Vincent. And there's a steal from Kyle Lowry and a hard foul by Hunter. That looks like he had a clear path. Let me see if we see a replay. The Heat players are complaining, and Trae Young is complaining that they are complaining, and they're gonna review the play. Here we go. So we're waiting for the official review. Now both benches together. Right there you see Trae Young, Hunter, Gallinari, and Herner in a little bit of a group chat there. And on the other side, the entire Miami Heat bench all together. Udonis Haslam is talking a little bit. When Udonis talks, you know things are not going right for the Heat. They're down by 4 points with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. The referees are reviewing a play, a hard foul from Hunter on Kyle Lowry. Both of them had a double technical foul called a couple of minutes ago. Trae Young leading the game with 18 points for the Hawks. Hunter with 11. The only two with more than 10 points so far. For the Heat is Jimmy Butler, the only one with more than 10 points with 14. And then Hero and Vincent both with 8 points. So 16 points coming off the bench for the Heat. 16 out of the 46 points that the Heat have so far. And here comes the ref. It looks like they're going to keep it a regular, normal foul. Common foul, yes, that's the rule. So, let me see if the Heat have free throws. Yes, 2 shots for Kyle Lowry as he gets fouled by Hunter on the fast break after the Miami Heat stole that ball. So, 2 free throws for Kyle Lowry, who misses the first one. And here we go, the Heat missing an important amount of free throws in the first couple of minutes, in the first couple of quarters, I'm sorry, from this game. Let me check just to make sure, but Adebayo missed one, Lowry missed one, Vincent missed one. So 3 free throws right now, and that's the difference in the game. 3 points, the Atlanta Hawks up right now. A long 3 from Trae Young, nothing. Oh, Hero almost gets stripped of the ball, but now Adebayo has it. Let's see if he attacks Collins. No, he goes back. Lowry in the ball, getting a screen from Adebayo. Pick and roll. Adebayo and Horner. He gets fouled and almost a 2-and-1. Not in, so it's gonna be Adebayo going back to the free throw line again, and another timeout. Horner gets the foul call there on Adebayo. Carlo Manetti says, Gallinari is my cousin. Hi, Carlo. Ciao. Good, you're welcome. Welcome to the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Can we win tonight? Are you a Miami Heat fan or an Atlanta Hawk fan? Let me know and I'll give you the answer right away. All right, let's listen to Ethan Skolnick talk a little bit about PrizePicks. We'll be back here in a second with the last minutes of the second quarter.
We tell you all the time about PrizePicks, the official app of the 5 Reasons Sports Network for fantasy. Why do we use PrizePicks? Why do we recommend PrizePicks? Because it's the most fun. It's really that simple, and it's the easiest to use. Here's what you do at PrizePicks, okay? You can play NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, MMA, golf, gaming. They do everything there. And you can pair players from different sports. So it's just up and down props, but they got a ton of them on every sport, on every team that you can imagine. And you can decide how much you want to risk. So it's not just about the money, but also, do you want to go flex play and sort of hold a little back? Okay. Or do you want to go power play and go all in? You can play 2, 3, 4, 5 players together. They offer free props all the time. That gives you like a free box that makes it easier for you. Check out prizepicks.com. But before you do, write this code down. It's FIVE for 5, FIVE. If you use that code, they will match your initial deposit up to $100. You put down $100, they're giving you $100 in free money. And you don't have to use it all at once. You could play 20 at first, 15 at first, or if you just want to put down 20 at the start and they match your 20, you can do that too. So use the code 5, FIVE. Also check out PrizePicks on 5, which is the show that we do on PrizePicks before just about every NBA slate. PrizePicks.com. Use the code FIVE.
All right, thank you, Ethan. Talking a little bit of PrizePicks, so now you know, FIVE. Much different tonight as we knew. Our friendly net, yes, we knew it was going to be this way, but It's the playoffs, so we want. I mean, one of the games, at least one of the games, has to be even, right? If not, it's not the playoffs, right? So the good thing, they're playing bad, and they're only uh, 3 points down for the Heat right now. We're waiting for the timeout to finish. We're going to be back, so send your comments in, and let's read them out loud here. Duncan has not scored yet. He hasn't even shot yet, Jermaine. He played some minutes, but he hasn't shot, so nothing from him today. All right, here we are. 2:49 to go. A couple of free throws for Kyle Lowry. For Bam Adebayo. He makes the first one. And let's wait for the second one. Right now, the Heat losing the second game of this series after they won the first one 115-91. It's Bam Adebayo on the free throw line. The Heat have missed 3 free throws in the first half. One Vincent, one Butler, and one from Bam, I think. I'll have to go back and check. So, 2 free throws in for Bam Adebayo. It's 2:49 to go. The ball is on Trae Young's hands. Here we go. Getting ready for the last couple of minutes here. Last couple of minutos in FTX Arena. And a foul call. What happened now? Everybody complains. Trae Young gets a call. No, who? Bam Adebayo, his third one of the game. So Caleb Martin checks in. His first couple of minutes in the series. Adebayo's out. And for all of you that were asking for some Caleb Martin minutes, here we go. 5 on the floor are PJ Tucker, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Tyler Hero. Ooh, good baseline shot by our friend Collins. So it's 52-49 for the Heat. For the Hawks, I'm sorry. Kyle Lowry to his left. Back to Butler. And a very smart play. He's called for a reach foul. He's going to go to the line. And it's 2 free throws for Jimmy Butler. 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go here in the first half of the second game of the series. Tommy says we're going to have to outlast them tonight. Cut down on turnovers and fouls. Yes, too many turnovers so far. And Ron is celebrating that Martin is in finally. So Tyler Hero out. Max Strus goes in. So right now the 5 on the floor are Jimmy Butler, Caleb Martin, PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry, and Max Strus. The Heat down by 1 with 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the first half. All right, Trae Young with the ball. Here we go again. To his left. He goes by Lowry, pushes him back. Passes the ball. Another pass. Air ball. PJ Tucker has it. Jimmy Butler now. 20 seconds to go in the possession clock. He goes by one. PJ Tucker with a floater. That doesn't go in. That's too bad. That was so close. And Tucker doesn't miss those. And I don't know. It was a great play. I thought Jimmy Butler was going to continue towards the rim. He couldn't. And now it's Gallinari with Martin, who gets the ball away. And that's a steal for Caleb Martin. Max Strus back to PJ Tucker. To Lowry. Butler. He gets a foul. And the ball does not want to go in. But this is more like it. Great defense by Caleb Martin. Great play by Jimmy Butler. He gets on the line and just not a lucky bounce for the Miami Heat there. So Jimmy Butler at the line. He makes the first one. We are tied at 52. Remember, here in a couple of minutes, as soon as the first half is over, we're going to have the pace and spaces analysis. I'm going to take a break, and we will see you later. The Heat is up by 1. Jimmy Butler makes both of his free throws. So the Heat is up by 1 again. It's Young on the ball. Strus almost gets it, and it's out of bounds. Trae Young stepped on the line, so he's out. And the Heat has the ball again. Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, and now it's Max Strus. They're going to run a play here. Max Strus has the ball. Back to Butler. I have the feeling this play is going to finish with Max Strus. Let's see. PJ Tucker. Back to Lowry. Back to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, 5, 4. He shoots. He misses. The rebound is for the Hawks, and it's Hawks ball with 43 seconds to go. Let's see what happens now. Gallinari. Trae Young attacks and gives the ball back to Colin. Gallinari, he's going to get fouled. Martin jumping and gets Gallinari. He's going to go to the line. Let's see. Let me see. How many free throws? I mean, it should be 2, but we'll see. First one in for Gallinari. Gabe Vincent going in for Caleb Martin. So that was it. Not much action for him. He did get a steal. Nice defense there by Caleb Martin. He did foul here, Gallinari. So it's 2 free throws for Gallinari. It's Hawks 54, Miami Heat 53. Ball's in Kyle Lowry's hands. And here we go. Kyle Lowry. 10 seconds to go. Clock's running down. Jimmy Butler gets back to him. Pick and roll. Butler with the ball. 4, 3, 2. He gets fouled and 1. Here we go. That's a great play by Jimmy Butler. So the Heat are back up. 55-54. And he gets a foul again. You see, this is the type of play that I would like to see at the end of games. It's still a Jimmy Butler shot, but it's a play made by Kyle Lowry. I mean, it started with Kyle Lowry. So that's the difference to when Jimmy Butler just gets the ball and goes wherever, and then he tries to get a Kobe Bryant moment, and it just doesn't happen often. So here we go. Last 8 seconds of the first half. The Miami Heat up by 2 points. It wasn't pretty for the Heat this first half, but they're still winning. And here we go. Young has it. He almost misses. He just lost the ball. That's a steal for the Heat. And that's it. That's the end of the first half. The Miami Heat 56. The Hawks 54. So the Miami Heat up. Again, this one a much closer game. A much, very much even, a more even game for sure. So it's 21 points for Jimmy Butler in the half. Not much for anybody else. I mean, 8 from Hero, 8 from Vincent, 7 from Bam Adebayo. How many shots did Bam Adebayo get up? Only 4. Max drew 6 points. 6 points for Kyle Lowry. And that was it. No points for PJ Tucker. No points for Dwayne Dedman. No points and not even one shot from Duncan Robinson in 6 minutes. So that has been a story today. The Miami Heat winning 56-54 after the first half. Let's listen to our friends from 5 Reasons with their halftime show. Here we go. Enjoy.
All right, let me get the tweet out real quick. All right, everybody, welcome. Again, halftime. Not a blowout. I don't know. A lot of us expected another blowout, but, you're not getting that right now. But there's a lot to talk about, I think. I don't know where to even start. Sean, I'm going to probably start with you. Something that I found kind of interesting. I don't know if you want to backpack off of this with Miami's offense. The rim pressure not being there. Is that a product of what they're running, or is that just overall the Heat are having trouble kind of finding the right matchup? Because late in that second quarter, they were finding, Jimmy Butler getting downhill with Kyle Lowry running that pick and roll. So I don't know. Do you continue to try to bat or get Bam more involved, or is there kind of like an answer for rim pressure? Because I feel like that's the biggest question right now.
Yeah, I think in the second quarter, obviously, getting in the bonus early and then being able to hunt guys, and the Hawks getting in a little bit of foul trouble, obviously, was to our benefit. It's weird after I know a lot of us were complaining about the Sixers last night. That made it kind of difficult to just be excited about free throws over and over. But yeah, it's one of those things where the shots start falling. It's we got to find ways to manufacture offense, and guys besides Jimmy, I think, have to step up. But I think Gabe did a pretty good job of making shots in the first half. Duncan obviously doesn't have it tonight, so give minutes to other people and see what they got. So that's what I saw, at least in the first half.
What about you, Tony? Is there anything specifically you want to see or that you saw that really kind of stood out to you? Because that was really the one thing that stood out to me. Hopefully they do get a little more fouls, because I think 4 Hawks players went foul in that quarter. I think it was Herder, Bogdanovich, Hunter, and Collins. So maybe you keep that up, but really, I don't know if you have any other things you really saw in that half.
Well, there's some of the rim pressure thing that just goes to, we have been able to get out in the transition. So there's a percentage of it that's there. There's a percentage of it to them kind of not trying to force an action. Like, there's a lot of dribbling happening right now, and a lot of it's happening side to side. But there's a decent amount of touches that are happening low in the post. And I think it is forcing some pressure on their interior. Obviously, all of us would love to see the ball going closer to the rim to kind of force a rotation, just because these guys aren't as athletic. They're not going to force closeouts and disrupt shots if we can get the ball kicking around the outside. So I do like how this game is getting into the mud. I just don't think Atlanta's physical enough to play with us on the inside, especially when we get teams getting fouled. It's one of my favorite ways that we play winning basketball. It's just getting teams into foul trouble and just continuing to put bodies on bodies low in the court. So I'm not too disappointed with this offense. I know I'm probably one of the few that's a little higher right now than most, but it's a game that I actually kind of enjoy, one that gets in the mud. And Sean's right. We've got them now. They're in foul trouble. We can hunt. And there's no reason to take your foot off the gas. Now, you hope some people can make some shots, but if not, I think you're trying to win this game tonight by putting the other team in trouble and getting them into foul issues and having to deal with mismatch huntings all night. I really think that's our path tonight.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I have just really bad memories about the no rim pressure stuff from last season. That I think it just might be creeping up on me. Got PTSD. But Gad, I want to get to our man Gad here, who's on the post-game show. You can check him out with our man Royal Shepherd, the illustrious host. Gad, what were your overall thoughts on that half? And are you worried, or is this more just like a Heat shooting themselves in the foot kind of thing?
I thought it was just a good half of playoff basketball. Now, was it a perfect half from either team? No. The Hawks were shooting objectively pretty poorly from 3, 27%. They're a good three-point shooting team. Like, they will have a stretch where they bomb away from 3, and it will go in. We haven't seen that yet. So we're going to see the Hawks' best punch, I think, at some point in the second half. And I think the Heat, the ability to respond is going to be, okay, get Bam involved in the offense. Let Tyler run a little bit more offense. I thought that's one thing that they got to early on and they kind of got away from. It felt like it started to be a little bit of the Gabe show. And then when he tried to dribble the ball, he was getting ripped a little bit. Every time it felt like they were trying to drive to the rim, they were turning the ball over. Those 3 turnovers from Lowry right in a row in the first quarter kind of swung the momentum a little bit. And then it was just a good half of basketball. Like, credit to the Hawks. They're playing much better defense today. They're doing a much better job. Okongwu was making a difference defensively. He's keeping a lot of things in front of him, which is not something that he was doing in game one. And you're seeing Jimmy and Trey kind of just take over and be the best players for their teams. So I think you're going to want Bam more involved. You're going to want Tyler more involved offensively. And to see where you can go from there, I'm not going to complain too much about the rim pressure because they ultimately did end up getting to the free throw line. I know we like to talk about ethical basketball, and that's definitely not what we saw in that second quarter. But we got the job done, right? Like, they got those free throws. They have 16 free throws and 19 attempts. Pretty solid. I'd like to see some more rim pressure, some more variation in the offense. Like, you have Lowry, Hero, and Bam. Use Lowry, Hero, and Bam. Don't make them complementary pieces of the offense. Make them the offense. See that in the second half. I think they should be good. But I think it's going to be a good game. Like, the Hawks showed up to play today. When they show up, they're a pretty solid team. So the Heat should win this game. I'll say by like 10 plus. But it'll be a fight down the stretch, which is honestly what I want to see. Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're going to have to get through games eventually. You're going to have to enter adversity at one point. So it's going to come early, or if it's going to come late, it's going to come later. So you never know when it's, going to arrive at your door. Sean, I'm going to get to you, but I'm going to get first to Ray because he's been waiting here for a while. So, Ray, I know you're always here on our spaces. You always got something to say. I know you're probably going to calm the people down, like our man Greg Sylvander always does, but you do it in a little different way than he does. But really, should anybody be worried, or is it just really the Heat kind of playing with it too much at too fast of a speed?
So I tweeted it earlier, and I'm honestly not giving enough credit to the Hawks because they are playing a lot better than game one. But the Hawks are kind of fighting for a lot of everything that they're getting tonight, and the Heat are just playing like bean heads. That's kind of the best way to describe it. You can tell that this is definitely playoff basketball, like Dad said. And in playoff basketball, one of the things that you're going to see is when option A does not work, you're going to go to option B the next game. Like, that's kind of how this works. And you're seeing that Atlanta's playing a little bit more physically, which I don't know how long they're going to be able to sustain that. They're kind of a smaller team, and they don't play physical the way that we do. And they're also playing faster. And that's something that we don't like. We'll play fast with people, and I'm not even saying like they're playing fast. They're getting into transition. They're not letting us set up our defense the way that we want to. And sometimes in a way that leads to us trying to play up tempo just a little bit. And you get some of these weird things like Kyle having 3 turnovers in a row, or some of the weirder things that happen. Another thing that I noticed, and I'm not taking it away from the Hawks because this is something that happens, but there were like 4 or 5 loose balls that the Heat did everything right defensively, and the ball would end up in Trae Young's hand and he would get a floater, or he was right at the rim. So stuff like that happens in basketball. But all in all, I completely agree with Gad. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm glad that they're not just going to be able to cakewalk through this, and they're going to have to try, because when we get to the next round, at this point, when we get to play the Sixers the next round, they're going to be a lot more physical. They're going to be a lot better, and they're going to give us a bigger challenge, so at least bigger than the Hawks. So you need this. It's tune-ups. Expect in the second half Spo to make his adjustments like he always does. Expect the guys just to kind of batten down the hatches, and we're going to pull this one out just like Gad said. Somewhere about 10 points, probably about the 6-minute mark, you're just going to see Jimmy and Bam and Kyle just say, all right, enough of it. And Tyler too. We're fine, guys. We're fine.
I think.
And Tyler gonna get me my money. Take Tyler point line.
Right. Could we've been playing worse basketball tonight than last night, or not last night, the other night. But if and when we play the Sixers this next round, we're gonna kill them. We're gonna kill them. That's all I have to say.
You agree? I don't know if I agree with that. You might play that after still, but I was going to get to the point that Ray was making
I'm visual. Sorry,
I can tell. I was going to actually talk about the point that Ray was mentioned about the team needing this. I think yes, that's true, but you also want to kind of put that off as far as you can. You can also be like the Warriors and kind of just steamroll teams, but you can't really have it both ways. So, hopefully the Heat kind of come on in the second half. I don't know, Mateo. I know Mateo is our man here at 5 Reasons Sports. He does a lot of stuff over on the website. You can check out his writing over there. If you have any thoughts about, Miami playing this style, Jimmy is our only guy that's scoring style. Brian Goins, who's in the group chat, the pool party, shout out to the pool party. He talked about how Miami doesn't win a lot of those games. So do you think they can win these type of games with Jimmy being their only guy scoring, or is it really kind of like a hard wire to try to walk through?
Definitely the Heat are going to need some help. Jimmy Butler can't do it all by himself, but some of my observations that I've taken away from this game, the only thing I would disagree with Gad is that I think the first half was actually Atlanta's best shot, but what we've seen so far is the Hawks are getting past the Heat's perimeter defenders and getting inside the paint at will. Atlanta has shot 63% in the box on 19 shots. Miami needs to be a little more physical at the point of attack in the next half. And also, Miami has not been great on the glass. They're being out-rebounded by 8, and Atlanta already has double-digit second-chance points, 12 to be exactly. On one possession, Trae Young recovered an offensive rebound right under the rim and just laid it in softly after waltzing into the paint. But another thing that's been an issue are the turnovers. That's helped the Hawks get into transition, and on some possessions, all of Miami's defenders didn't get back. Miami needs to take a little more care of the ball in the next half, and I think they should be all right.
Yeah, Sean, Tony, I don't know if you guys want to jump off of that, but is it really just kind of the turnover stuff that's kind of priority number one in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I think to Mateo's point, the beginning of defense is transition defense. You do it every single time you transition from offense to defense. And sometimes that's hard when you turn the ball over or, you take a bad shot. But we have to do a better job of getting into our defense, setting up our defense, kind of building that wall per se, so that it's harder for the Hawks to get into their offense. They're trying to play with more pace. Part of that is we're not playing quite as good offensively as we did in the second part of the last game. But I think, it's one of those games where it's more to our style right now. But I would agree with what Brian said, is that in these types of games where it's low scoring and Jimmy's the only guy, I would start to lean more towards Trae and the Hawks because of their offense. They have a better offense than what we do over the course of the season. It's going to be interesting. It's playoff basketball, like Marco said, though.
I think for me, it becomes more about methodology and how you're going to approach your offense each possession down. So I would actually like us to face their pace and kind of slow it down when we can get the ball back and just kind of continue to bruise them on the inside. Because like Ray said, I just don't think they're prepped for 4 quarters of physical basketball. So I don't know who else has to step up to make that happen, but that's how I would react.